have been here now for 11 years offering the AmCham Scholarship. This is the 11th year. The second objective, very specific, is directed toward the students. Through this AmCham Scholarship Application Program, we give them what we call experiential learning. We try and learn through the experience. The process that we use for the AmCham Scholarship, looking at the school records, activities, the application, the English language test, the abilities test, and the interview. All of those steps are the same steps that the students will go through in the spring when they apply for a job or an internship or something like that, or another university postgraduate admission. Give them the experience of applying for a job or further education. And then the third objective is very, we say, self-centered. We're helping ourselves and we're helping our companies, because we are introducing our companies to many highly qualified Vietnamese students. And they, just as students are looking for a career beginning, our companies are looking for new staff to join their company. So we're helping our companies find out about the students in Vietnam. I think it's been improved in two ways. One is it's become bigger. Bigger is not always better, but if it maintains the quality and improves the numbers, then it is better. And the second is we have a little bit more technology applied to the process, so that maybe a little bit less work for the students and a little bit less work for us, and more efficient. We have over the years increased the number of scholarships to 40 scholarships and 40 honorable mention. And we have about between 500 and 600 applications now. It's really important that when you say AmCham, you don't mean our office. Okay? What you mean is 450 companies that are part of AmCham here in Ho Chi Minh City. And we have more participation from those companies in terms of supporting by scholarships, sponsorships, internships, and training programs. So we're getting more of the AmCham companies involved in the process. I would say to be bigger and better. Living organizations want to grow. They want to get bigger, they want to get better, to improve. So we would like to have more scholarships. We'd like to have more universities participating. We'd like to have more AmCham companies joining us to support. Not just in the scholarship program, but also maybe in teaching, guest lecturers, our company people, AmCham companies, visiting the university so they get to know the universities better, talking with the students so the students get to know the companies better, and they can have a better idea of each other. Everything that we can do to improve that process, I think, will be good for the AmCham Scholarship in the future. They are very smart, first of all, but they're also very sociable and hardworking and fun-loving people. Good sense of humor. I'm impressed with the seriousness that they approach the process, to go through the selection process. And then once they're through, I'm also very impressed by their cooperative spirit, their willingness to get and help each other work on things. So they have the AmCham Scholar Alumni Club, and they cooperate, they meet, they exchange experiences, they help each other. Sometimes they even marry each other. We have a number of AmCham Scholars who have married. In addition to their interaction among themselves, they also are great supporters of AmCham and our AmCham activities. They help us, first of all, with the AmCham Scholar Assessment process. Our HR committee, Human Resources Committee, is in the lead, but more and more the AmCham Scholars, as they are more mature, they are helping manage the process, and in effect they're protecting the brand, because it's them, and they're selecting their successors, and they're helping to select their successors. They also are very helpful with us on events like the AmCham 4th of July party. We have an annual Independence Day celebration. They help us with the organization of that. They are participating in events like the Governor's Ball Charity Dinner that raises funds to support the AmCham Scholarship Program. They're doing that. In addition, our Corporate Social Responsibility Group is organizing community service days. For example, the International Coastal Cleanup just last September 17th, and we had a World Blood Donor Day on June 14th. And the AmCham Scholars joined in the organization and the participation in those activities. We say community service activity, it's good for the community, brings good things to the community, and they're participating and supporting. We're very happy with the achievement of the AmCham Scholars and their cooperation with each other and with AmCham. We had the Information Day session, and I pointed out to the AmCham Scholars that AmCham companies don't have to be American companies. Many of them are, but we have international companies, and we also have Vietnamese companies in AmCham. The whole thing is to participate in trade and investment between the United States and Vietnam. And we also point out that of our representatives, about over 1/3 of them are Vietnamese citizens. Over 1/3. We've been here now 14, 15 years, AmCham, and I suspect by the time we're here, maybe 25 years, another 10 years from now, we have maybe half of our representatives will be Vietnamese citizens. We have one Vietnamese citizen on the board of governors of AmCham. Maybe 15 years from now, we have 5, because these Vietnamese AmCham scholars and citizens will join the AmCham companies, and they'll grow in the companies, and they'll become the leaders of the companies. And we look forward to their participation, not only in the companies, but in the leadership of AmCham in the future. Best messages for any students on anything they're thinking about, whether it's school or scholarship or work or life, is well done, well begun is half done. That means a good start goes a long way toward a successful conclusion, a successful finish. So if they prepare themselves, they have the deadlines, they know when the application deadline is, they know when the English test is, they know when the abilities test, the interview, how to do an interview. Don't wait till you go to the interview to think about the answer to the question. Think about the questions before and prepare an answer, practice. An interview is like a performance. So a good start will help lead to a good finish.